Good morning, class.
Morning, ma'am.
How's life?
Great.
Great. All of you great?
Yes.
Okay. Who absent today?
Jenny.
Jenny. Why Jenny absent?
Go to shopping, ma'am.
Okay. Okay, class. Before we start to the lesson, please singing together, singing of national Indonesian song. It is Indonesia Pusaka. Please stand up. 1, 2, 3. Indonesia tanah air beta, pusaka abadi nan jaya. Indonesia sejak dulu kala selalu dipuja-puja bangsa. Di sana tempat lahir beta, dibuai dibesarkan bunda, tempat berlindung di hari tua, sampai akhir menutup mata. Okay, enough. Thank you. Okay, sit down. Okay, today I will teach you about factual report text. Anyone know about factual report text in here?
I don't know, ma'am.
You don't know, Anggi?
No.
Nalendra?
No.
You guys know, yeah? Okay, so factual report text is a text that explains and elaborates some factual information related to particular object, matter, or thing which are based on factual occurrence, scientific and observatory rather than giving theories or personal interpretation. So, factual report text is a report containing the fact rather than personal interpretation. Okay, this is explain about factual report text. So, what is the purpose of factual report text? Please, Anggi, come forward and read the. No problem, no problem.
Me, ma'am.
Okay, Ariana, read.
The purpose of factual report text to present information about something. They generally describe an entire class of things, whether natural or made, mammals, the planet's rock, plains, countries or region, culture, transportation, and so on.
Okay, thank you, Ariana. Give it a thumbs up. Okay, so the purpose of factual report text is to present information about something. They generally describe an entire class of things, whether natural or made. Mammals, the planets, rocks, plains, countries of region, culture, transportation, and so on. Okay, this is a purpose of factual report text. And then next to general structure. General classification. Statement that describe the common subject of the report, common description and classification. The description tells what the phenomenon under discussion. It is termed of part a qualities, habit, or behavior commonly occurring phenomenon either of its part, its properties, habit, or behavior. The point is presenting elaborate of the scientific and classification. Okay, next, go to the definition. The definition: corruption is the abuse of public resources or public power for personal gain. Forms: corruption, fraud, embezzlement, theft, bribes, and kickback are all forms in which people try to increase their income. And the factor of corruption is personal greed, deterrent of personal ethical, scientific regulation and interference controls, slow judicial process, and then the last is lack of transparency. And the effect of the corruption is political, economic, and social. The political is corruption blocks the democracy. The economic is disgraces of national wealth. And the social is the gap between the rich and the poor increase poverty. Okay, so general classification. Corruption is the abuse of public resources or public power for personal gain. The exultant is not only the political and the public servant, but also the CEO of a company, the notary public, the team leader at a workplace, and etc. The description. Anyone want to read? Nalindra, please come forward to read. No problem. It's okay. No problem. Come on, no problem. You get.
Okay. Description. Corruption has been a part of human society since the oldest of the time. Corruption, fraud, embezzlement, theft, bribes, and kickback are all forms in which people try to increase their income to the cost of others. Beginning in the latter half of the 90 and 92nd and increased recognition of this cause led to many international and non-governmental organizations demanding that political and business leaders demonstrate high standards of honesty, ethics, and social responsibility.
Okay, thank you, Ariana. Next, the description another. Factors that lead to corruption are personal greed, deadline of personal and ethical scientific, no sense of service when working in public or private institution, regulation, and inefficient control, slow judicial process, lack of transparency, especially at the institutional level and cultural environment. Okay, another description again. The effect of corruption has many dimensions related to political, economic, and social effect. In political supremes, corruption blocks the democracy and the rules of law. In a democracy system, public institutions and always might lose their legitimacy when they misuse their power for private interests. The economic effect of corruption is corruption leads to the disgraces of national wealth. It is often responsible for increased cost of goods and service. Description: in the social sphere, frustration and general apathy among the public result in a weak civil society, demanding and playing barbers becomes the tradition. It also results in a social inequality and with the gap between the rich and the poor increases poverty and the lack of basic needs like food, water, and drugs. Okay. Do you understand? All is good,
Yes,
my students? Okay. So, thank you for your attention. Don't forget to learn in your home. And yeah, before we go to home, please pray together. Pray begin. Enough. Enough. Thank you, my students. Okay, thank you. Goodbye.